On February 19th, over 300 people, including members of some 20 New York City unions, labor, and community groups, turned out to protest union busting at Bröd Kitchen. The bakery on Manhattan's Upper East Side used to be called Hot and Crusty and was the site of a historic struggle for unionization of immigrant workers in 2012. After almost 2 months on the picket line, workers won a groundbreaking contract, including a union hiring hall. But when the contract expired earlier this year, the bosses began a dirty campaign to try to destroy the union. At the end of January, the owners fired Hot and Crusty Workers Association President Mahoma López, and on February 14th, they closed the Upper East Side location. A series of demonstrations were held at Bröd Kitchen's non-union West 4th Street location near New York University that brought out up to 200 union supporters. And then, on the morning of February 19th, the owners closed that store as well. At the demonstration that afternoon were workers and activists from B&H Photo Store and Warehouse, Laundry Workers Center, Verizon Phone Workers, United Steel Workers, Teamsters Local 814, Domestic Workers United, Metro Postal Workers, Transit Workers Union, DC 37, United Federation of Teachers, New Immigrant Community Empowerment, Crown Heights Tenants Union, Class Struggle Education Workers, the Internationalist Group and CUNY Internationalist Clubs, People's Power Assembly. From NYU, the Clerical Workers Union and Graduate Student Organizing Committee, among others, came out filling the streets with chants and speeches.
14, all the workers in our local, we support your struggle. We're behind you 100%. This is really the kind of struggles that all of labor needs to pay attention to and to stand up for. I think we're by doing what we're doing today, we can try to rebuild the labor movement and show that everybody's fight is important, from immigrant workers on down. And I'm just really proud and honored to be with you guys today. Union power! Workers power! Union power! Workers power! Union power! Workers power!
I'm a cafeteria worker. I know the pain and struggle. We went through this in 2009 when they was not trying to give us health benefits in our 401k. And I know the fight, and I will stand out here and with everybody out here until they do things right. As a cafeteria worker, I'm just like everybody here. Everybody needs their job. That's right. And we will not stop until these workers get their jobs back. That's right.
We came out today to tell you that we are so proud to stand with you in this struggle. Because whether you work for a big greedy corporation like Verizon or a smaller greedy corporation like Bröd Kitchen, they are all trying to do the same thing, which is trample down the workers, take away our job security, take away the respect that we have in the jobs that we do, and keep the profits for themselves. Right. You all have done an amazing job of keeping this struggle going. Right. We were with you when you formed the union at Hot and Crusty. We're with you here in the struggle at Bröd Kitchen. Yeah. We'll be with you for as long as you are standing here and fighting.
The bosses want them to go around in fear with their heads down, afraid, timid and quiet. But the Hot and Crusty workers stood up,
Yes.
and when they organized a union, the bosses shut down their restaurant. And then the fancy people on the Upper East Side said, "You're never gonna win. Go home. Don't you understand you're beaten?" But for 55 days, the Hot and Crusty workers were out on the picket line. And they won! The biggest picket line of all
is when we take the power and we put these parasites to work. And then they will never be able to cross us again. Because we, the working class, will be in power. Right?
Compañeros, hoy día queremos agradecer en nombre de los compañeros de Crusty su atención hoy por haber participado en apoyo, pero esta lucha es la lucha de todos. Lo que nosotros pudimos asentar hace 3 años se replicó y hoy es la muestra que hay muchas campañas que están saliendo en Nueva York. This struggle helped to build other struggles in New York City. But the most important thing is how we need to be and stay together as a brothers. Yes. Because this struggle, Bröd Kitchen, is not the only struggle we are facing. Right. We are facing many struggles in New York City. Yeah, you're right. And now the demonstration, we can prove we can be in solidarity. Yep. Not only one group, many groups, many organizations, many unions, other people. Just basically, they believe in the rights of the workers.
Mahoma López, we are with you. Mahoma López, we are with you. Mahoma López, we are with you.
Buenas tardes a todos.
Buenas tardes.
Mi nombre es Armando. Nosotros somos trabajadores de B&H. Aquí estamos apoyando a los compañeros de Bröd, que les devuelvan su trabajo. Y aquí estamos para apoyarlos y decirles que siempre estamos con ellos. Todos estamos unidos, somos una familia. Gracias.
B&H Workers, we are with you. B&H Workers, we are with you.
Hi, and Crusty, you are the heroes for the immigrant working class. They take a shutdown, run, and take away everything that these workers have fought for. They got another thing coming. But these high and crusty workers, they rely on their own power. B&H workers rely on their own power. You don't rely on the Democratic Party. No. You don't rely on the Democratic Party. No. You rely on your power as a worker, as the revolutionary force that can smash racism. That revolutionary force that can smash exploitation! That revolutionary force that can smash sexism and homophobia! From Ayotzinapa to Ferguson, Baltimore, New York! From Ayotzinapa, Ferguson, Baltimore, New York! Ayotzinapa, Ferguson, Baltimore, New York! Only revolution can bring justice! Only revolution
can bring justice!
Only revolution
Can bring justice!
Only revolution
Can bring justice!
Luchar, vencer, obreros al poder! Luchar, vencer, obreros al poder! Luchar, vencer, obreros al poder!
The night before last, Wednesday, was our union meeting. New York Metro, one of the rank and filers who had come then, put up a resolution to the union to put Metro formally on record as supporting the hot and crusty workers union and supporting their struggle, supporting their strike.
¿Qué queremos?
¡Unidad!
¿Cuándo? ¿Qué queremos? ¿Cuándo?
I am also a worker, an immigrant worker who's exploited, like many of us here. And I did not have anything but a bad experience working at Crusty. I was exploited by the one and only you guys. That person thinks that we are just some sort of items that he can purchase, that he use, and then he can get disposed of. We're none of that. We, the workers, move the city. And there's one thing why the high Crusty workers won. That was class independence from the bourgeoisie. They relied on their own power, and they call on the solidarity of the working class, all of the working class in New York. That is why they won. They didn't call on the Democratic Party. They didn't call on the Republicans. They used all their strength as workers, and they organized, and they won. And that struggle, it's just one struggle. We are all the class, the Postal Workers, the Harlem Crossing workers, B&H workers. We all belong to the working class, and we're in a constant battle, a class struggle against the bourgeoisie that always represses us, that kill us, that cut their wages, that bust our unions. So that's why we need a workers' revolutionary party. We need a whooping race, but with most of all, we need to overthrow capitalism. Thank you all.